Welcome, everybody. You know, Hostinger has been raising quite a few waves lately, from getting crowned the fastest growing hosting company to getting a recommendation from WordPress creators themselves. Yeah, there's a lot, but in today's video, I want to find out if all that buzz is true and whether or not you should host your website there. So let's get this Hostinger review rolling. Right, hey, don't forget to use timestamps to jump to the place of the review that you need. And if you're planning to get Hostinger at any time, I've left a discount link below. So never buy hosting or web builders for full price, okay? Especially when the discount is literally one click away. But for those of you who might be new, Hostinger is a Lithuanian-based hosting company that started all the way back in 2004. By now, it has a presence in 150 countries and is known to offer great, yet somehow cheap web hosting and other services. It had a few smaller issues throughout the years, but now it seems to be laser focused on improving the quality of life for beginners. I say that because for me, the best thing about Hostinger as a company is this thing. Yeah, it's a roadmap with all the features that Hostinger will implement, and you can even leave comments on these, or better yet, request something on your own. I don't really know a lot of other providers that would even offer a roadmap, let alone allow you to state your opinion publicly or take in your feedback. I don't want to jump the gun here, but it looks to me like Hostinger might be a company that actually cares about its users, not just as money bags to be drained out, but as, actual humans who want to have a good hosting experience. All right, since hosting isn't a one-time deal, the service, we should probably see what prices and overall fees Hostinger has. I've heard many horror stories from friends where they get billed for random add-ons or worse, old PHP version support they weren't even informed of. So I want to look at not only plans, but what's hidden between the lines. Sifting through their user reviews, one of the main reasons Hostinger has become a crowd favorite seems to be specifically its pricing. Straight from the get-go, comparing Hostinger to other web hosting providers like SiteGround or HostGator, Hostinger offers way more and asks for either the same or a lower price. Both HostGator and SiteGround limit storage space to 10 gigabytes with the cheapest plan. Hostinger gives you 10 times more, and the same is true with the website limit. So these are quite expansive plans. Even the cheapest one should suffice for most small, medium projects. Now, keep in mind that this subscription seems to lack advanced AI tools, a free content delivery network, and e-commerce tools. But other than that, it's a perfect place to start. But wait, you say, if it gives more than other providers, where's the catch? Well, to be fair, I'm kind of having trouble finding any. It's not a perfect hosting provider, but there are no upsells, no add-ons for alleged extra security, and no other nonsense like a giant pop-up screen every time you log in. I'm looking at you, HostGator. It seems like everything is included here. So one of my biggest pet peeves is completely avoided. Even if you have zero experience buying and using hosting, you can rest assured you won't be tricked into paying more. And even if that happens, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee to get all your cash back. And no, it's not the old ways where you need to call someone and go in circles. Here is just a simple form and you're done. All right, if I have to point things out, even though this is sort of a regular practice in the industry to get the lowest prices, you have to prepay for 4 years. This is quite the period, so I wanted to check it out overall value-wise. For example, SiteGround offers the best pricing with a yearly plan. That's a way better introduction, right? Well, what does that mean for you exactly? Sure, in one way, they are allowing you to get low prices and prepay for just a year. On the other, they are limiting your discount to just 1 year. You see the difference? If I want to host a site for longer than a year, and most hosting projects are long-term, with SiteGround, I will get 1 year cheap and 3 years at regular price. In contrast, Hostinger gives you a discounted price for the full 4 years. So I've mentioned renewals already in my Hostinger review, but what are they? Simply put, they are the standard actual price for any hosting or web builder plan. That's all fine and dandy until you forget about them and get a bill for next year that's 5 times what you initially paid. Been there. It's not the best situation. And usually you're just stuck since this info was displayed technically when you bought the plan, displayed probably in a confusing way or hidden somewhere. Yeah, I see you, SiteGround. You jump from $3 to nearly 15, stuff like that. This can give people a heart attack. Hostinger, again, feels way more on your side. The renewal price is clearly visible under the original price, and it even shows you when exactly this new price will kick in. So I really like Hostinger's plan and pricing, even compared to other providers. Hostinger feels on your side. It actually wants you to have a website, not just grab your money now and see you later. But hey, I also want you to have a website. I want everybody to have a website. That's kind of why we do this. So before you grab Hostinger, make sure you use the discount link below and get even more slashed off. Remember, discounts and coupon codes are still a thing for a reason. Don't be the one without them. So next in my Hostinger review, 2024 edition, well, by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be more like 2025. Anyway, if the pricing is user-focused and not trying to trick you, but is still cheap, where is the thing? There has to be something wrong, right? How can Hostinger offer 10 times more than HostGator for the same price? That's what I thought, and my answer was performance, right? If it's cheap and resource rich, then it's gonna be slow, right? And that's not even a bad trade-off, if I'm being honest. But, and you might wanna sit down for this, Hostinger is among, if it's not the, fastest shared website hosting providers out there. For example, let's compare a simple speed test. Google recommends that your site load within 2.5 seconds for the best search engine optimization results, so we'll use that as a baseline. HostGator managed to load an empty new WordPress instance in around 2 seconds, which is quite a good result. SiteGround can do the same in around 1.4 seconds, but Hostinger balances out around the 1 second mark. Yeah, and I've added demo content and ran the test again. With way more content, the loading time was still only 1.5 seconds. So for affordable shared hosting, the performance is more than enough. Now, a key reason for those speeds is that Hostinger invests in the latest infrastructure and Lightspeed servers, which are faster and more efficient than Apache servers. Additionally, the Lightspeed Cache plugin that comes pre-installed optimizes your website without requiring any manual configuration. It even allows you to optimize your images in bulk and completely for free. In fact, I heard a rumor that Hostinger is planning to upgrade already fast SSD storage to way more powerful NVMe storage without raising their prices. After that, you might just want to tie your computer down because your site might just lift off. Right, for the last section of this video, we got to look at the controls and features offered here. You might have heard that a lot of hosting is managed through cPanel, like this one. I personally don't vibe with it, but as a control dashboard, it's okay. It's also very unoptimized and sort of outdated, so if you're like me, you'll be happy to hear that Hostinger uses a custom build control dashboard that they call hPanel. It's a very clean and modern feeling with only the most necessary things displayed and easily accessible website metrics. The dashboard itself is really customizable, though not everything is perfect. Even in my limited time testing it, the dashboard did slow down or stop working at times. Rarely, but when everything is working so smoothly, you do notice the tiny imperfections. And this is a weird thing to say, maybe, but Hostinger updated and improved this dashboard frequently, which is a good thing. But it's done so frequently that it can be annoying at times, especially when I've gotten used to the layout and they're like, bam, new controls. But again, I'm complaining about improvements, which sounds weird, so let's move on to what surprised me the most. Just the sheer number of features and tools that Hostinger throws at you, and most of them come completely free. First of all, Hostinger gives you automatic weekly or even daily backups, which are crucial for keeping your site secure. These backups can be easily accessed and restored with one click. There's no need to write support or anything, though I do think they would help you out if you send a message to support agents. But if you're having a problem right now, you might try the AI troubleshooter. It can not only scan your site for problems, but also automatically fix the most common ones. It's not a perfect tool yet, and I do struggle with certain cases, but as a free tool, that's a really cool addition. And if you don't want to mess with updating your plugins or themes, there are smart updates that not just auto-update your plugins, but create backups and check for compatibility issues. This solves one of the biggest issues with WordPress. Sometimes a newer version of a plugin can crash your site. And so how the heck is a beginner supposed to know that? And hey, maybe you'd like to run the speed test that I did in the performance section. Well, you don't have to leave and go anywhere. Hostinger has the same Google speed test built straight into the dashboard. This not only allows you to monitor and see how your website is doing quickly, but Hostinger also gives you examples and hints on what you can do to improve loading speeds. Overall, there are so many small yet super valuable tools for beginners. For these reasons, I highly recommend Hostinger as your first web hosting provider. Hey, since I'm testing out cooking with Hostinger content, why not leave a comment if you want a full Hostinger hPanel review or review of Hostinger AI tools and improvements. And hey, dropping a like always helps me stay motivated. But maybe you're looking for an easier way to craft your website. Well, another surprise is that Hostinger packs its website builder completely for free. Hostinger's website builder offers a simple drag and drop interface and a nice selection of elements. It's not as feature packed as something like Wix, but for small projects like portfolios or business landing pages, it's more than enough. The builder offers over 100 stylish templates, and if you're in a hurry, you can use the AI builder that auto-generates a site based on your inputs. In fact, there are so many AI tools that they can nearly build the entire website for you. That's pretty impressive from a small and relatively new website builder. Just know that there are very limited e-commerce features as of now, but looking at Hostinger's roadmap, it seems like this might not be a problem in the short-term future. Look, overall, is Hostinger worth it? Absolutely. Is it the perfect provider for all projects? Of course not. But the focus on beginners, the simple life improvements, and resource-rich plans show that Hostinger is definitely on your side. For me, that's one of the most important things when getting any service. Am I a money bag to be squeezed, or am I a respected part of it? Hostinger actually respects your money, your time, and just you in general. If you've already used Hostinger, would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what other providers that you think I should cover on this channel, and let's chat in the comments. And if this review helped you, don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. All right, thanks for watching my Hostinger Review 2024 edition. I'll see you next time.